Sit tight, because what you're about to experience will make you question every shadow in your room. Juan and Nicole, a married couple on Facebook, have been dealing with some truly disturbing activity in their home. Not long ago, they posted a video that many believe shows one of the most intense poltergeist encounters ever caught on camera. But this wasn't their first run-in with the strange. They had a similar experience in a previous home, leading many to believe that something sinister might be following them. One night, while watching a scary movie with a friend, things took a turn. Their security footage captured what happened, and watching it only raises more questions. The first friend points out that something on the couch seems to move on its own. Juan and Nicole brush it off, thinking it's just his imagination. But moments later, things escalate. Objects around the living room start shifting on their own, completely unprovoked.
Es como que entra y sale, entra y sale.
Mira,
Uy, no.
mira, ahí
está la sombra, ahí está la sombra. Ahí está la sombra.
Ahí yo me di cuenta.
No, mijo, esto tenemos que subirlo, Esto, mijo, uy, si es que hay alguien que sabe de estas cosas, claro, que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste?
Sí. Ahí sí. Ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal.
¿Por qué?
Porque mira, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así, de reojo.
Oye, ¿por qué se ve?
Mira,
¡Uy!
Sí viste, eso sí.
¡Uy, mira,
Yo no
loco!
sabía por dónde ir.
¡Uy, miren!
Yo no sabía qué era, yo pensaba que era justo.
¡Uy, eso!
No, o sea, yo sí lo vi de reojo.
The chaos builds until the couple and their friend flee the house. The door even shuts behind them by itself.
Mira,
¡Uy!
la botella.
Sí, la botella.
Ahí me tiraron la botella y yo de una salí corriendo.
Yo te lo juro que yo no aguanto un día más. Se cayó
Uy,
el
no.
Yo no aguanto un día más.
Pero, uy, mira, ¿sí ves la luz que pasa por ahí?
En la puerta de alguien como la tenía trancada. No podía
Mira,
salir.
siempre ve, uy, ¿sí ves?
Sí.
Ahí pasa.
Mira, del susto, ¿sí ves lo que me pasó del susto?
Mira.
Uy, hasta el cuadro, Dios mío santo. Oye, pero ¿por qué se cayó todo?
No sé, ahí nosotros nos fuimos, nosotros no nos íbamos a quedar ahí.
Mira lo que pasó ahí, Mira eso,
Nos cerraron la puerta. No sé si hay algo o alguien que nos está haciendo asustar.
Some believe this is a clear sign of a haunting that's attached to the couple, not the location. Until they release more footage, it remains a chilling mystery with no clear explanation.
Yo no quiero ver.
La sangre de Cristo tiene poder, hermano. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder.
Mira la maleta, mira cómo la van arrastrando. Mira
¿Por qué
cómo
no
se la van
oraron,
arrastrando.
hermano? ¿Por qué no se pusieron a orar?
Cambiémonos de casa.
Tienen que orar.
No, que eso
No, eso de ley, eso de ley. Uy, pero ese peluche, Dios mío.
Mira, como que lo están jalando, ¿sí ves?
Es como que se para de cabeza,
Ese
¿qué?
peluche que te regaló Juan, el que tú dañaste, ¿ves?
Mira, ¿sí viste lo que pasó aquí? ¿Sí viste?
Ahí pasa.
Sí, mira.
Mira esa lucecita. Mira,
Yo
es
no
como
quiero
que
ir.
fuera que algo pasa.
Eso nosotros no lo vimos porque estábamos afuera.
Estábamos afuera.
Pero es como que algo pasa. Date cuenta que es como que, mira, ¿ves?
Mira, ahí va.
Whether it's paranormal or not, the video is seriously spine-chilling. There's a hidden message placed somewhere in this video. The first person to spot it and write it down in the comments will receive $50 via PayPal. It's worth pointing out that the following video features a doll, so if you plan on sleeping tonight, you may want to exit this video here. The footage itself seems to be quite old, judging by the low quality, but what happens more than makes up for it. What's captured on camera is seriously unsettling. The video begins with a child who seems thrilled that the camera is finally working after refusing to turn on. Excited, she tells her mom, then her sister, all while recording. But it's what happens next that has viewers creeped out. Take a look.
Mami, mira, ya aprendí a grabar, voltea. Sí. Oh, Jasmine, ya aprendí a grabar, nana. Ay, Michi, se me olvidó. Michi, voltea. Ay, voltea.
Behind the child's sister, a doll's head sitting on top of a dresser turns completely on its own. And this isn't a minor twitch or a tilt. The head turns nearly all the way around and stops to face the camera directly. What's even more disturbing is that it moves right after the child repeatedly asks her sister to turn around. Viewers believe something attached to the doll may have mistaken the child's voice as a call to them. Of course, this is all just speculation. No one knows for sure why the doll moved like that. Was it something paranormal, or is there another explanation? That's for you to decide. Tyler Rowe works at a grocery store with a freezer that he and his coworkers are convinced is haunted. It always begins the same way, strange banging sounds like someone desperately trying to kick their way out. The noise builds until exactly 9:02 a.m. when the freezer door suddenly swings open.
Here it comes.
This time, Tyler decides to investigate. He walks in with the camera rolling and shows that no one is inside. Watch closely and see if you spot anything, because I couldn't.
Is there a light in here? And there's nothing in here. There's nothing, nobody, anything. It's just open.
It's hard not to wonder if a former employee might have once been trapped in there and never made it out. Now, maybe their spirit is stuck, replaying that final moment every single morning. Unless someone can explain why the door would open on its own at the exact same time every day, the haunting theory stands strong. Ghost Girl. At a loading dock in Mexico, security guards noticed something strange on one of their monitors. A young girl dressed in black was standing near a parked truck, completely still. 2 guards were sent out to investigate while the rest kept watching the camera feed inside. But something didn't add up. Even though the girl is clearly visible on the screen, the guards outside couldn't see her at all. She was supposedly right next to them, yet they looked around like no one was there. The guards inside tried giving directions over the radio, but it was no use.
Caminen hacia atrás 3 pasos. Exactamente está a su espalda en ustedes. Ahí me ve. Exactamente ahí donde está haciendo su movimiento. Ahí está. Adelante, lo escucho.
Ya le abrí aquí la malla al 37, lo dejo que pase para del otro lado, lo acompaño al portón y lo dejo que vaya, ¿o qué hago? No hay nada.
Hasta ahí está don Enrique, Cristian.
Está atrás de ti, Enrique.
It even seemed like the ones outside thought they were being messed with. The most unsettling part? The guards walk right through where the girl is standing, and a flashlight beam cuts straight through her body. What's your take on it? Imagine waking up to find an uninvited guest helping themselves to your kitchen. Captured by a Nest camera in Tahoe City, California, this footage was published by Luke Nelson in October 2020. Around 2 a.m., a black bear climbs in through a kitchen window and begins exploring. It crawls across the counter, sniffing through dishes, then drops to the floor to continue its search. The bear grabs random items, including a bottle, and places them neatly outside the window as if it's planning a clean getaway. It moves through the downstairs, rummaging through shelves, and even takes a trip upstairs, stopping right outside the locked bedroom door. The bear ends up staying for nearly 4 hours before slipping back out through the same window just after sunrise. Who knows what it managed to take with it, but one thing's for sure, the owners probably locked their windows for good. On April 16th, 2023, around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Filled with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him deeply unsettled. Not long before, Jacob had shared a video of himself inheriting an old house and a creepy clown doll, which belonged to his grandmother.
And one of the best things is right behind here. Oh yeah. I call him Jeffrey. Grandma left him for me, I guess. Real creepy.
The doll, named Jeffrey, unnerves him so much that he locks it away in a separate room. One night, a loud bang wakes Jacob at midnight. He hears a few more noises before realizing they're coming from the room where Jeffrey is kept. What happens next completely terrifies him. He checks the room, only to hear a loud noise from downstairs. Jacob cautiously looks down the staircase, but no one is there. He then hears footsteps moving up the stairs, but again, no one is visible. As he turns back to the room, he sees Jeffrey's head has turned, now staring directly at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video and locks himself in his room until morning. After that night, he becomes convinced that Jeffrey is haunted. To be safe, Jacob decides to move Jeffrey to the basement. He even sets up a security camera to monitor the doll, so any movement would trigger an alert.
You know, I think I'm definitely gonna be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. And in general, I think I'm just scared. I'm gonna be putting him in the basement, so I'm gonna follow up after I get that done. All right, guys, this is the results so far. I'm gonna leave him here for now, but I think I'm gonna put a camera here. Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
A few nights later, the camera alerts Jacob to the movement in the basement. He checks the live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Initially, he thinks nothing of it, assuming it's the heater he placed the camera on, which turns on and makes the camera oscillate. But as he watches, something terrifying happens. Jeffrey's arm moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out with a loud explosion, plunging the basement into darkness. Then a strange whisper is heard, though the words are unclear. After this, Jacob continues to keep Jeffrey locked in the basement, monitoring him through the camera. So far, no new updates have been posted, leaving this incident still shrouded in mystery. Carly Owazaka has a 2-year-old daughter who refuses to enter a certain room in the house at any time, day or night.
Come here, come to mommy. You wanna come in here?
She stands at the entrance and timidly looks around with her hand covering her mouth, not even daring to go inside when her mother asks.
Okay, it's okay. Mommy will come out. Are you okay?
Years later, when their daughter could talk more clearly, she would go on to recall a scary man lived in the closet. He had red eyes and an all red and black face. Let me know if you think this is really what she was seeing in the video, or if the child is simply making up a scary story to trick her parents. I will add that, according to the uploader, this was not the only strange occurrence to take place in their household. Her son would describe a boy named Marcus who would try and play with him sometimes. All family members would also get deep red scratches around the arms a lot, for no reason at all. Eventually they moved, and have not been bothered since. Wreckful is a streamer and YouTuber, and in this video, he is live streaming in the streets of Japan.
Can you see me?
It's late at night, and the streets are almost completely deserted. Wreckful soon notices that he's being followed by a man wearing a surgical mask. Wreckful begins to look genuinely afraid as he stops himself from panicking.
If he had turned to keep following me, I would have been creeped the fuck out. Wait, he turned. Wait, he turned. Wait, do I run? Do I run?
He ultimately decides to run when he turns the corner. He eventually stops and confronts his potential stalker. Turns out, this man is a fan of Wreckful and was wanting to scare him as a joke.
Man, you know me? Come on, man. That was up.
You seem pretty scared.
No, because the chat made me scared, you know, it wasn't me.
That was the plan.
You look really scary.
Patrick, by the way.
I'm still scared, dude.
Yeah.
Wreckful is still clearly shaken up from the incident while talking to his follower and his friend.
No, but the craziest part was, I said, if this guy turns around right now, then I'm scared. Because I had to turn. You know, because there was a guy behind me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Was it the
Also, you didn't... No, it was the...
mask.
While it turns out Wreckful was in no danger, the confusion of being followed by a stranger is certainly frightening. Evil lies here. Taking a stroll through the forest, then stepping into a random abandoned house might not be the best idea. Something sinister could be waiting inside, and for this man, it was. He barely caught a glimpse of whoever or whatever was living there before running for his life. It looks human, but the face is disturbingly blank. Maybe it's a mask, but if so, why wear one alone in your own home? Something about this feels deeply wrong. This next video will definitely make you want to double-check all the wiring in your home. Eric McGregor takes one look at this discolored brown outlet and identifies a major problem.
It's catching on fire. But if that were to happen...
Amber sparks shoot out of the middle of the frayed wire that is still hot and fully charged. It looks like the wall is going to catch fire at any moment, especially here, 23 seconds into the video.
But if that were to happen when we weren't here...
Okay, this is what I'm telling you.
Eric calmly unscrews the outlet and plucks it free from the wall, which in turn trips the breaker and turns off all the power. I don't know if this is the safest solution, so you definitely shouldn't consider this video to be a tutorial of any kind. But his strategy does seem to work in this specific instance.
Yeah, with electricity? Have you lost your fucking mind, Eric? Call the fire department.
And do what?
Sometimes, these kind of faulty wires can go undetected for months or even years. All it takes in the meantime is one random spark, especially late at night, to change everything forever. This video was taken near the Pearl Tower in Shanghai, China during a stormy day. The sky is overcast and thunder rumbles in the distance. People began recording when they noticed someone seemingly levitating or hanging off the tower. Then, just as lightning strikes, the person appears to act as a lightning rod, getting struck multiple times by the bolts. But miraculously remaining unharmed and suspended in midair. Unfortunately, there's no further information about this incident, leaving us with only this chilling footage. If the video is real, the mystery of what happened to this person remains unsolved. This one's strange. The closet door in this bedroom starts opening by itself. But before we get to that, check out what happens with the lamp. The bulb suddenly brightens, then returns to normal despite there being no dimmer switch. Then, the closet door swings open on its own.
And as you can see, there's nothing there.
Tell me if you notice any signs of interference, because I see none.
Nothing.
At first, I thought maybe a hook or something was being used to open the door. But then I watched again. It was just a power strip running to the lamp. In fact, it looks like the door moves the strip, not the other way around. The closet is too cramped for anything else to fit, but who knows what might be hiding inside, staring back at them. Captured in Rivington, this eerie footage feels straight out of a horror film. While riding through the mist, a thrill seeker unknowingly records a shadowy figure lurking in the background. She saw no one at the time. The black and white filter and heavy fog set a grim tone, but the figure is clear as day. If that's not a ghost, then what is it? Who in their right mind would be wandering alone in the fog, miles from anywhere? This one screams paranormal. Our guide for this next video is Jay, a security guard working at a hospital. As he walked through the building one night, he noticed a sudden cold breeze. It felt unusual, almost like someone or something was there. So he decided to follow it.
See, I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I'm like, okay. So I looked at the camera, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera.
He traced the cold air toward the elevator, where it abruptly stopped. But that's not all. As he was standing there, something touched him. He tried to figure out where the sensation was coming from, but there was no one around. The cold breeze had vanished, yet the touch continued. Jay was left shaken and confused, feeling as if something was still lingering with him.
Touch me. I'm still trying to see, like, where is it at? Like, it vanished, so how is it still touching me or something? I don't know. It's creepy. So I'm like, okay.
This was just one of those bizarre incidents that convinced Jay something supernatural was haunting the hospital. His co-workers, too, have experienced unexplained events, reinforcing the belief that something strange is happening. While some viewers remain skeptical, most can't deny the eerie nature of the footage. Could this be a case of something paranormal at play, or is there another explanation of what's happening? Let me know what you think. This short video gets straight to the paranormal action. Thor, a Twitch streamer, has finished another successful gaming session and is wrapping up his stream when all of a sudden, one of his possessions apparently becomes possessed.
Well guys, if you have...
A doll becomes animated and flings itself from his shelf. He stares in disbelief and examines his Thor doll, but nothing seems out of the ordinary besides what it had just done. Without a second camera angle, we'll never know exactly what happened for sure. If you've made it this far, you're better than most. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're prepared for more terror next week.